Hello everyone, welcome to XALT Ministries. Today we're going to be, for first thing, we're going to be outside today because it's a beautiful day finally in Michigan. We're going to be looking at Alive in Me by J.J. Weeks Band. This song is going to be in the key of D sharp, which means we're going to be using capo 1, and we're going to be playing standard D chords, at least the D chords that I use, which is going to be your D2, your A sus2, your G2, and your B minor. Sorry, I have the sheets for this are in white and it's very bright off that. If I turn the way around, I'm blinded by the sun. So I need to rotate these for just a half a second. There we go. Okay, so that's a little better. So for this song, the strum pattern that I decided to use for this song is actually one I haven't used in a little while. It was what used to be one of my popular ones. But anyways, first off, let's get to the chords and everything and see how they're formed, and now we can get to the verses bridge and see how the song is all put together. Alright, so chords for Alive in Me by J.J. Weeks Band. If this is a very poor showing, I'm sorry, I cannot see anything on the screen right now, so I'm trying my best to look on the screen and see what I got down below. So your chords for this are going to be the D2, G2. Here, hold on a second, I can see a little bit. Let me tilt this just a little bit. There we go. D2, G2, A sus2, and B minor. That's the official names. I'll just refer to them as D, G, A, and B minor in the song. So to start off on this, your D2, remember we're capoing first fret up here. Your D2 is going to be mute, mute, open, 2, 3, open. Oh. Okay. Go into this one. Our next one I'm going to show you is the A sus2, which is going to be a mute, open, 2, oops. Get my strings right. Mute, open, 2, 2, 3, open. Okay. G2 is going to be a 3, 2. And I'm going to get a better view. There we go. 3, 2, open, open, 3, open. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And the very last one is a B minor. This will be easy because going from the A minor or A sus2 to the B minor, you're just changing the position of this finger. So to the B minor, and you're still muting top. So B minor is going to be mute, 2, open, 2, 3, open. All right. So and then also we have that one extra chord they put in here, which is an E, and so we're going to make our own E variant. We're going to pretty much take our A sus2, and we're going to take these two fingers and we're going to move them up a string and unmute. So this will be left open, which is going to create a E minor bass right here, and then we're just going to leave this finger on here because we want to maintain our 0-3 that we have going on down here. And so we're going to come up with our new little E variant, which sounds pretty good compared to working with the rest of these chords in this song. So the E variant, we'll just call E for now. I think that's my capo doing the buzzing. Just a minute. See, that helps. Oh yeah. It's going to be open, 2, oops there. Open, 2, 2, open, 3, open. That's going to be our E. We'll just call it E. I'll find out the real name later. So that's going to be our E. So we have a D2, E sus2, G2, B minor, and E. Probably call it E3 or something, I don't know. Anyways, that's going to be our 4 chords for this song. So let's get back to building up our verses, our bridge choruses, and we'll get this thing all figured out. Alright, so now that we got our chords and everything figured out, now it's time to look at the verses. We have 2 verses. We have technically 2 choruses, even though one's like a chorus and one's like chorus 2 is like the real chorus. Chorus 1 is like the first half of chorus 2. And then we also have our bridge. And then from that is just the 2 verses, and put together it's a pretty simple song. Like I said, this is in key of D. I'm going to turn this around and be completely blinded for a little bit while I'm kind of trying to memorize the song, so I won't have to look at the chord sheet as much. It's going to start out on the G, so on the G2, and it's going to start out, this is your first verse, first line. It's going to be the G2, or I'll just call G, D, A, and B minor. So on your G, it's going to be, I may be hard pressed, to the A, on every side, D, but won't be crushed, back to the G, I'll be alright, back, and then you're going to, so that's going to be your chord progression, is going to be G, A, man, that's really bright. G, A, D, G is going to be your chord progression for the verses. If I look at the next verse, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the same thing. So your verses, first and second verse, are both going to have a chord progressions of G, A, D, and G. So your G will actually be repeated twice, because once you finish the first chord progression, you're just going to start on G again. So your G is going to go for 2 full measures. So we got here, we say, I just totally lost my spot. I may be hard pressed on every side, but I won't be crushed. I'll be alright. And then you're going to repeat that same progression. So back to the G. I may be doubting A, the place I'm in. D, but I know the ending. G, I know who wins. I may be down, but I'm not out. You're not finished yet. Okay, so it's going to keep repeating the G, A, D, and G for your verses. It's going to have a total of 1, 2, 1, I can't see, 1, 2, 3 progressions. 3, yeah, that 3. 3 progressions for this song for your verses. And then for your chorus, so once you're, I'm going to go through the first verse real quick with the strum pattern. Strum pattern is now on your screen. More than likely it's going to be down in this corner because it's too bright anywhere else to put white text. So going with this strum pattern, this is what your first verse is going to sound like. I may be hard pressed on every side, but I won't be crushed. I'll be alright. I may be doubting the place I'm in, but I know the ending, I know who wins. I may be down, but I'm not out. You're not finished yet. And then it's going to go like into your chorus. The very same line. Okay, so in the chorus now. Chorus progression, your first chorus is going to have a totally different progression than your second one, because on the first one they really don't play much of instruments. It's pretty much just the drums in the background and a little bit, I think, of bass guitar. So the chords for this, you can use this. You can take the same chords from the second verse or second chorus and use them as the first one, because they're the exact same thing pretty much. At least the first half of the chorus 2 is the same as the chorus 1. So you're if you want to, you can easily take the chords out of that and put them in chorus 1, no problem. But the first time they do it through, they have a very, very simple chord progression. It's just D and A back to back, and still they put a G at the end. So I'm just going to go through the first progression. It's going to be D to A, D to A, D to A, D to G. And that's going to be the progression for the chorus 1, or for the first time that they actually do it. So it's going to be the very same light that pierced the dark, the very same word that's still the C. I'm going to see if I don't have a chord for this, but I know a chord goes there. Still the C. Yeah, okay. Change that up real quick. D, A, D, G. That'll be your progression for the first chorus, right? Because D, A, D, G, D, A, D, G. So it'll be 2 over. So you have the very same light that pierced the dark, the very same word that's still the sea, the very same spirit that tore the veil is alive in me. You're alive in me. Okay, so D, A, D, G. Sorry, my eye is watering because of the brightness of these pages, and then my allergies have come to fruition again. Okay, so that is going to be your first verse. So I'm going to, oh my gosh, I got a bunch of flies. So now I'm just going to go through with the strum pattern real quick. And I'm going to come out of the first verse. So I may be down, but I'm not out. You're not finished yet. The very same line that pierced the dark, the very same word that's still the sea, the very same spirit that tore the veil is alive in me. You're alive in me. And that's going to be how the chorus is going to go, at least for your first chorus. The second one's going to have different chord progression. But the second one is the one that will repeat in the song. The first one's just kind of like an intro chorus, so to speak. So verse 2, remember it's going to be the same progressions as our verse 1s. So it's going to be the G, A, D, G. And so you're going to start out from the G. And I'm just going to strum through it because I already went through the progressions. If you need to know the progressions, it's like it says G, A, D, G. So your G is repeated twice, and the beginning. So we have so coming out of the chorus, it's alive in me, you're alive in me. The truth may be that it looks too hard, but the greater truth is who you are. The one who heals, who redeems and saves, who can still... Okay, my sheet just totally got blue in the wind there, and I couldn't see what I was doing. Who redeems and saves... Oh, come on, really? Now it's doing it again. That wind's coming up. Oh, that's why. Hold on just a minute. There. No, it shouldn't do that, at least not as easily. Okay, the one who heals, who redeems and saves, who can turn it around, who can still make a way. Alright, now we're into the chorus 2. Okay, chorus 2, progression has changed, remember, since the last one. It is D, A, B minor, G. So it's not D, A, D, G. You're just taking out the second D and substituting a B minor in instead. So it's D, A, B minor, G. And since that's going to be the progression, I'm just going to go through the chorus. The chord sheet that I have attached is one that I submitted personally. I need to fix the one chord mistake that I noticed on my first chorus. Instead of the D, A, D, and then a blank, it's supposed to be a G there with the blanks at. But I'll edit that in the chord sheet, no problem anyway. So by the time you see this video, it'll already be fixed, hopefully. So chorus 2 is going to be D, A, B minor, G. And it's going to go the exact same way in terms of your strum pattern and everything, and wording for chorus 1. The only difference is it's twice as long because they have chorus 2 is kind of like a doubled up version. So I'm just going to go on through it, and I'm going to come right out of verse 2, and I'm going to go right into chorus 2, and then after that we'll go right to the bridge, and I'll show you how to do that one. So come out of verse 2. The one who heals, who redeems and saves, who can turn it around, who can still make a way. The very same light that pierces the dark, the very same word who still does see, the very same spirit that tore the veil is alive in me, you're alive in me. The very same power that healed our heart, the very same love that sets us free, the very same spirit that conquered death is alive in me, you're alive in me. Okay, so that's going to be your chorus 2. Wow, my allergies are really kicking in now. Alright, so that's chorus 2, and remember your progression was D, A, B minor, G, okay? Now, going into the bridge is where we introduce kind of a new chord I have never seen in the key of D song. The chord is going to be an E, and because we want to keep these two strings here the same, we want to keep open on the E, and then your B we want to keep on 3rd fret. So since we're doing that, we already do an A sus2, which is pretty much like this. So we're just going to be taking these 2 fingers, and we're just going to be moving them up a string apiece and letting that top E string be open and creating our E chord, which you've already seen in the chord video. So, or the chord portion of this video anyways. So in the bridge, your chord progression is going to be E, G, D, A. Alright? So once again, we have E, G, D, A. Alright? So, and same strum pattern, all that good stuff, and it's going to sound exactly the same as the rest of the song has been. So it's going to be kind of like this. It's already won, so what? So, and I actually have the, I got to go back and fix this too on the sheet. I thought I did it right. I need to move the chords. The chords are not precisely where they need to be, and I kind of like it to be as precise as possible. So it's already won. The E should be on already, and then whatever should be, the G should be on the ever part of whatever. So the second part of whatever. So it's already won, so whatever comes. And this is a part where it's a little difficult for it because you have, it's like a run on right into your next chord. You don't have like a break like the rest of the song. So on this next part, you have it's already won. So whatever comes, I know where I place my hope and trust. Yeah. And then yeah, I can overcome because of what's been done. Okay, so that's another one. I can overcome. Okay, so it's on the over part. Because of what's been done. Because of what you finished on the cross. So what you finished on the cross. All right. Remember E, G, D, A. All right. So let's go through that real quick. It's already won. So whatever comes, I know where I place my hope and trust. I can overcome because of what's been done. Because of what you finished on the cross. It's already won. So whatever comes, I know where I place my hope and trust. I can overcome because of what's been done. Because of what you finished on the cross. Back in the chorus too, the very same line. Here's the dark. Okay, and you just repeat that twice. So that's how the bridge is. So once again, your verse progression is going to be G, A, D, G. Sorry, I'm squinting on the side. The sun and the reflections and my allergies are totally brutal on this eye. Always have been for a while now. So it's G, A, D, G. That's going to be your first verse progression. Your verses progression, verse 1 and 2. And your chorus is, for your first chorus is D, A, D, G. First chorus. Your second chorus is D, A, B minor, G. And your bridge is E, G, D, A. If you need that repeated, just go on and go back about 10 seconds, and then you can repeat it. So anyways, that's pretty much that's it for Alive and Me by JJ Weeks Band. I hope you enjoy this. I'm enjoying the weather, at least after I get done with the very reflective pages. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.